Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with another thing older black women should tell younger black women and don't. Girls, your standards are not too high. Now, one of you guys wrote in and I want to answer your letter on camera. Hi there, Auntie Kelly. I'm a 23-year-old 2024 college graduate currently living at home with my 50-year-old mom and stepdad. Since they got married 5 years ago, my stepdad has not been treating my mom well. He's cheated on her, ignores her, and only treats her well when he feels like it. She's kicked him out only to move him back in 2 months later. I had a conversation with my mom about this, and she says that my standards for a partner are too high and that age and experience will humble me / teach me that no one is perfect. I know this, but on the other hand, why have we normalized being mistreated by our partners and passing this on to younger women? What advice would you have for a young woman my age in regards to this? Thank you. First of all, congratulations, Mama. You got your college degree. I'm so proud of you. The world is now your oyster. So many things for you to look forward to. I think you're 100% right to question what your mom is doing. First of all, I'm disappointed in your mom. I'm gonna be just 100 about that because she's a year younger than me, so she's my age, and I would never have said what she said to you if I had a daughter, which I don't. Your standards are not too high. Absolutely not, because there's nowhere that I can think of in a reasonable universe where expecting the bare minimum fidelity and good treatment from your husband is asking for too much. I can't think of any place where that exists. If you can, put it in the comments. As far as having age and experience humble you / teach you that no one is perfect, like you said, you already know perfection does not exist, and it's not up to experience or age to humble you. No one should be trying to humble you. As far as experience teaching you, absolutely. Experience will teach you many things, but they don't need to be painful, harmful, hurtful, or ridiculous. Accepting this type of treatment from a man, especially your husband, that's ridiculous. Now, I can read between the lines of this little email, okay? And I can say that your mama's husband, he moved in with her to her house. Because when she put him out for them 2 hot months, he didn't fuss. He just left because that's her house. Now, reading between the lines, of course, I don't know for certain you see what I'm saying, but it sounds to me like he stumbled upon a lick and he's living off the fat of the land, which would explain why he's not treating her well, because it doesn't sound like he actually cares about her. It's giving using, it's giving exploitation, it's giving live off the fat of the land. I stumbled upon a straight up lick. Okay? None of this is appealing. None of this is attractive. And none of this is what a young woman should want for herself. Nor is any of this the example that one older black woman should set for another. Absolutely not. But I can tell you now, the reason why an older black woman would accept this kind of treatment is because she's been indoctrinated into the struggle. You see what I'm saying? She's already been groomed by society, by men, by even the other women, older women in her own family, to accept less. And that is a cycle that we must break between generations. An older black woman should never tell a younger black woman that her standards are too high when this baseline, low key, is in hell. Infidelity and poor treatment, that's not too much to ask. Not at all. You ask an excellent question here. Why have we normalized being mistreated by our partners and passing this on to younger women? And it goes back to that struggle love thing. We've been groomed to have a hard time. We've been groomed to expect a hard time and to accept very little, if not nothing, if not less than nothing. And all of that makes mistreatment excusable. And all of that grooming and societal, conditioning makes it easy for an older black woman to accept when she's not being treated well by her husband. She's thinking about society. Well, if I get divorced, they're gonna say I can't keep a man and now I don't have a man again and I'm lonely and this and that. All that is personal. All of that is stuff you need to work out and get handled up here and in here, because out here, the issues should not be running rampant. And you definitely should not be showing your child this kind of example. If I had a child, especially if I had a daughter, sometimes I think the good Lord knew what he was doing. And that's why I don't have any children, because mine would be a straight up they would be menaces to society. They would. Absolutely. They'd be little monsters because I would have groomed them for world domination. And when stupidity like this made its inevitable way into their orbit, they would have played badminton with it and laughed in its face. So young lady, focus on your career. That's the advice I would give to you. Do not allow yourself to be convinced that accepting little or nothing is normal or acceptable, or that you should be humbled, or that your standards are too high. All of that is false. Instead, I would encourage you to continue to think critically, which is what you've done here. And I would continue to think for myself and focus on creating a life after college, identifying suitable employment or starting a business or whatever it is that you want to do. Focus on that. Perhaps when you get your finances in order, you should go and get yourself your own place and start building your life. Focus on setting the standards that you want to set for yourself, and don't allow what you've seen of your mother's relationship to poison your mind against love, because there are good guys out here. There are good partners out here. You don't have to accept that just to have somebody. And as long as you continue to think for yourself and tap into what it is that you want, and don't allow these hardships and kerfluffles and foolishness that you're seeing in your mama's house to influence you negatively, just think of your time in her home as a resting phase while you very naturally focus on your next move. You don't need to interact with that stepdad. Be cordial, keep the peace, smile with all your teeth. And then find yourself elsewhere. Work, hang out with your friends, exercise. You don't need to be in their orbit, absorbing that negativity, and just focus on building yourself a fabulous life. That is the absolute best advice that I can give you. Focus on how you're going to live well. And that ends my TED Talk for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.